Common financial myth debunked. Separate facts from fiction. So I'm going to let you know this right now. I used to believe all the financial myth too, until I researched and learned the real facts. In this video, I'll share with you my journey of debunking common misconception and empower you to inform a good financial decision. So, just to let you know, I used to own my own 7-8 figure company. I did all these different things to get ahead financially, and I fell for a lot of these myths. And this is what I want to tell you right now. To like and subscribe to my video and find out for more information. And if you like these type of videos, please comment down below, subscribe to the channel. It really would help. So, busting some of these financial myths. So one of the myths I learned was money is evil. The get quick rich schemes. You don't have enough to start a business. You're not saving enough. There's a lot of different things. So this video is just to break some of these financial myths to empower you, the viewer, to make a better financial decision, because I fell for some of these financial traps.
Don't talk about money problems with others. I think this is probably one of the biggest myths I want to debunk, because I think it's very healthy to talk about money problems with others.
Financial tricks. And the best thing I can tell you to do is watch this whole video and see what myth that you might fall for. So the biggest myth of all is the get rich quick schemes.
I earn $1 trillion online every month with just... No, he doesn't. Get rich quick schemes. Don't fall for it.
I don't know many people that got rich real quick. They got these great profit, this great turnaround. They fall into these great investment. You know, there's something called a pyramid scheme. And
we want to be able to make money quickly. That's why we fall into pyramid schemes it's called multi-level marketing. It's a pyramid scheme. You can't scale it. You can't sell it. Stop starting these businesses. You wonder why you're broke because you keep looking for easy way out.
Multi-level marketing. And if you have to sell something for someone or a product to someone, and if you refer them, you get some of their money for what they sell for, that's a multi-marketing scheme. And it's not going to get you rich quick scheme. That's going to screw a bunch of your friendship. And the myth on getting rich quick is crazy. You see videos and videos of people trying to get rich quickly. And I'm here to tell you, 99.9% of those will not work. So the importance of long-term financial strategy is the realistic way to get wealthy or rich. Because even if you start a business, that very first year, you're not going to make $20, $30 million. I don't know many people that do. You might get to $1 million, you might get to 100,000, but it takes a while to build momentum, get clients, and you have to understand, it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be done shortly. Things take time, and success, especially in finance, takes time to accumulate. So there's the thing. The myth of get rich quick. They make these videos, these trainings, these other YouTube videos where you have to pay for these courses to get rich. You have to pay for these training courses to get rich. Most of those fail. Drop shipping, if you have to take a class to drop ship, most of the time you will not be successful because they're not going to teach you what really made them successful, because they're going to teach a bunch of other people. And those are your competition. So if you're going to a class, everyone in that class is your competitor. And what's going to prevent them from getting wealthy? That is you. And are you going to be able to beat them in this competition? So that's the thing. You have 30 people doing the exact same thing at that time. And I don't know many people who has a financial expertise that hasn't failed from one of these scams. Because the only way you learn about these get rich quick scheme is you experience one yourself, or you get a good understanding of it. So, what's myth number 2? Saving is enough. I'm going to tell you right now, saving is not enough. The thing you need to understand, you can save all the money you want, but you need to invest it. There's something called the power of compound interest. And here's a video of one.
Placement for compound interest. By starting to invest early, you get compound interest growing and building your accounts, building your investments early on. So for example, a person that saves $5,000 a year starting at age 25 will have $800,000 more at retirement than a person who started saving the same amount at age 35. That extra
About this, when you're not saving enough, saving is not enough, is you need to find the right investment strategy that will help you. And there's plenty of different investment strategy. My investment strategy is pretty much a very wide range. I have a dividend portfolio that I focus on good growth. It pays a dividend and a good financial sounding. I have a 401k plan that's fully funded. All it does is track the S&P. I buy a good growth mutual fund and index funds. And then I have my real estate portfolio, which I look for long-term rental in affordable areas. So I have a strategy for each one of those areas. And this is where you have to use your knowledge and experience and the money you saved up for this so you can end up in a better situation. And myth number 2, debt is always bad. Now, a lot of debt is bad. I'm not one of those people like Dave Ramsey that says debt is bad. All debt's bad. But there is something called good debt versus bad debt, and there's a difference between them. A good debt is like a student loan or a mortgage. And why do I classify student loan as a good debt? Because if you're going to school for a good education that will pay a good return, it is a good debt. If you go to school to become an art major and you come out only making $40,000 or $200,000, that is a bad debt. So debt is based on what you use your investment for. A mortgage is a good debt, and then credit cards is a bad debt. Borrowing money on things you don't need is a bad debt. So you need to understand how to utilize debt. So how to utilize it is based off how responsible you are on debt management. Now, you can benefit for financially growing with debt because if you borrow money to buy rental houses against your investment portfolio and get a low interest rate, you know what? You're paying a lower interest rate. You're going to use debt to grow your portfolio. Hey, that's a good debt if you get a good return. You're getting 12, 14% return or 20% return on some of these deals. That's a good debt. So don't let everyone to deceive you. It is important that you know that debt isn't bad. Now, it's also important of paying off high interest debt. And this is the thing about high interest debt. You don't want to pay debt that you're paying 13, 14, 20%. Matter of fact, if you don't get a return on your investment that's higher than the interest rate, you don't want to do it. That's a bad debt. There's a ratio. If you borrow money at 3%, but you're getting a 22% return, that's a good return. It's not bad debt. So it's based on how much you are making off the debt. If you're not making money off the debt, it is bad debt, and don't fall for that. So not all debts are bad. The next myth is timing the market. Here's the thing about timing the market is I don't know anyone who's successfully done it. So don't try to time the market. How it works is it's nearly impossible to consistently predict the market fluctuation. It's nearly impossible. Unless you're a super genius or can predict the future, I don't think it's going to happen. So the best type of investment is long-term investment and continual investment. Dollar cost averaging in is the best thing to do. If you don't know what dollar cost averaging is, here's a video about dollar cost average. And
dollar cost averaging, Webster's dictionary, which I don't have in front of me, so I'm going to butcher this, is just the process and concept of buying a fixed dollar amount on a fixed schedule.
In conclusion, empowering financial literacy is the biggest thing I tell you in this video. So the myth that I talk about, get rich quick. Saving is enough. Debt is always bad. And timing the market. Those are the 4 myths that I fell for at one point in time. I kept trying to time the market. It didn't work. I kept trying to say all debt's bad or not all debt is good, not all debt bad. I couldn't pick. But once I figure out, hey, there's a certain percent where if you think about it, if you're making money off of it, is it a bad debt? And what is your risk tolerance? And the other myth, saving enough money. I thought it was enough to put $40,000, $50,000 in your account and just sit on it. But then I found out I was losing money. So those are the things I fell for. Now, this is what I say for you to understand to make a step towards your financial literacy. Read and understand every investment you go into. Understand finance. You don't have to understand the nitty-gritty, all the numbers, but you just need to know, hey, what's a good return and what risk and what strategy am I willing to do? And once you find that out, your financial journey will be smooth sailing. And I encourage all my viewers to subscribe for more financial advice and to comment down below, because I make more videos like this, helping people understand business, helping people get financial literacy, and helping people see how I look at stocks. And I make these videos because I enjoy making them. And please like and subscribe to these videos. It really helps out the algorithm. Thanks.